we're trying something new today, but before we begin, I'm Allyson.
I'm Kasey.
And this is Gold Can't Stay, a podcast about two sisters, Allyson and
Kasey.
I'm saying my name a lot so you can learn what my voice sounds like.
Kasey.
Allyson.
Kasey.
Allyson. It's kind of weird to say your name over and over again.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I hated it. But, alright, this is episode birthday edition. Kasey's birthday edition.
Happy birthday to me. We can't sing it because...
Tanjobi omedeto.
That's happy birthday in Japanese. So I turned the big 3-0.
Sanjusai.
30
Whoopsie
fat
daisy.
ones.
Whoopsie daisy.
Big
She
fat
done did
30
it.
ones. Yeah, to be honest, it's actually the reason why we're in Japan.
Oh
also.
yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't know if that's really, if we even really mentioned that, but yeah, I was like, I'm going to turn 30 this year.
On 2/20/2020.
2020. So I was like, I want to do my 30th birthday good. And that's the main reason why we're like even here.
You want to do it good.
I want to do it good. So my birthday is gone, but I'm still in Japan for over 2 more months still. But yeah, that's the reason why we even came to Japan, is because I was like, I'm going to bring in 30 by doing something crazy. And
yeah, this is kind of a spur of the moment trip. I don't know how much, we didn't really talk about that, but
Did we?
It was like September when we decided to come, which was like 6 months.
We were literally just
Pretty
like, let's go
bonkers.
to Japan for a long time. And then before we knew it, we had nothing planned. I mean, like...
You were like, oh shit, I need to renew my passport.
Didn't, though.
You didn't, I did.
Oh, you
because
did,
mine,
right.
mine was legitimately expired.
Mhm.
It expired in December. So yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, mine expires in October. And technically you're not supposed to come into Japan if your passport, like, expires within, like, 6 months of your trip. And it'll be, like, just over 5 months when we leave. So... They didn't say anything, so I guess it's fine, but...
Yeah, getting it was pretty smooth. But, so I guess this is Kasey's birthday edition. So
Yeah.
many holidays. Bang,
And then,
bang, bang.
And the next month will be
White
Day. So, yeah, we're going to talk about what we did on my birthday. We did some fun things.
Yeah, because we really went all out. We went full on tourist mode.
Yeah, we did. It was fun, though. But before we get into it, what's your gaijin goof? You got a gaijin goof?
I do have a gaijin goof.
All right. Let's hear it.
But I mean, I feel it happened yesterday, so maybe we should just be like, oh, this is where I goofed.
You have a lot of goofs. Every time you go out, it seems like you get a goof.
My whole life is one big goof.
That's true. And that's Allison's
Oh
goof.
my
All right, so my goof.
My goof was being born.
Oof.
Oof.
That's a big oof.
Can I get an F?
That's not your goof. That's our mom's goof.
Yeah, really, I had no say in the matter.
Mhm.
I'm just doing the best with what I was given.
So, let's hear it. What's your goof?
I can't remember any of my other goofs, so I guess I'll just share yesterday's goof.
Okay, I don't remember what it is, but I can't wait.
I saw a dog.
Oh, right.
I saw a dog and I love dogs. And I wanted to pet this dog. But it was dark. And I remember, like, I turned to you and I was like, hey, I really want to pet this dog. Should I pet this dog? And so we were like, why not?
What kind of dog was it?
Who knows? It was a mutt. It was like a medium large, fluffy kind of mutt. Looked friendly, looked sweet. Walked up to him with a little sumimasen. Got a growl. Got growled at. I got growled at. I got rejected by this dog,
no.
which I can't remember the last time I got rejected by a dog, but yeah, I just had to apologize to everyone and laugh it off and walk away. That's all you can do in that, you know?
Yeah, he did laugh too.
Yeah,
The owner laughed.
Yeah, the
as
owner
well.
laughed, yeah, and everyone was chill, but it was just, and I sure did get growled at by a dog. Which sucked.
I have to wonder if maybe dogs here aren't used to other strangers, because in general in Japan, people don't really approach strangers and, like, interact a lot, because, like, in America, at least, like in Western culture, there's like this huge, like, oh, I see a dog, I have to pet your dog, can I pet your dog? There's a podcast called Can I Pet Your Dog? So I just have to wonder if maybe dogs here aren't as friendly towards strangers just because they don't have that constant interaction, because my host family dog, he barked at everybody.
I actually have something I can talk about this a little bit. Being a dog owner and doing a lot of research about raising a puppy and socializing a dog.
Okay.
when you get a puppy, they recommend that you socialize that puppy with all kinds of humans of all ages, all sizes, all races, because, and this is just a fact.
There's a Hank Hill episode about that.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's the thing is, like, different humans smell differently, so you just want to expose your dog to as many different, just, like, kinds of people, and, like, so it's also, dog just probably had never interacted with a foreigner much.
And I said Hank Hill episode, I'm sorry, it's King of the Hill. Before, don't at me.
Yeah.
Don't at me. Yo, I'll never forget that episode.
Yeah, so, that dog just probably hasn't been socialized around white people.
As a cat person, the same thing goes for, like, your cats, because people think cats are buttholes, but to be honest, people just don't handle their cats a lot. I've never had a butthole cat, and I handle my cats like crazy. Like, I'm throwing them around and, like, spinning them on the floor and, like, getting my face all in there and, like...
They're
getting
the biz.
Yeah, and, like, even, like, Licky didn't like to be held, but she did like attention. She just didn't like to be held, I don't know what it was. But she wouldn't, like, hiss at me or anything. She would just be like...
I mean, we all have our own boundaries. I don't like to be hugged a lot.
Okay, well, there you go.
So, yeah.
So that's how I feel about people and cats. I don't think they expose them enough, and that's how you get a poo-poo dog.
A poo-poo dog.
Or
a poo-poo cat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was my goof. I got rejected by a dog.
That's a pretty, as far as goofs go, I want to put that on, like, a level 1.
That's a level 1 minor goof.
Mm-hmm.
That's a goof and a giggle.
You weren't, like, you didn't embarrass yourself.
No, everyone had a good chuckle over it. Mm-hmm. Maybe not the dog, but
no,
all the humans involved.
He kept growling as he walked away, like not super aggressive, but he'd just be like, "Brr."
Yeah, it was just it was just a low, like, hey,
maybe don't.
Hey, maybe not.
Don't.
All right, well,
yeah.
Where's your goof?
Okay, so my goof, and I told you about this. What I'm gonna do. I don't leave the house a whole lot because I am working, but also I don't constantly goof myself. So
I really just throw myself into situations.
We went out yesterday, but I don't feel like I really had a goof. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to start telling goofs from when I studied abroad in Japan back in 2011 and 2012 because there's a lot of goofs.
Oh, yeah.
So my goof, and this isn't really a big goof, but I keep getting reminded of this situation as I walk around Japan. So in Japan, you don't know the story. I guess I'm just gonna surprise you. It's not a big story. I'm probably hyping it up. So, bikes in Japan,
Jitensha.
It's okay.
I'm just gonna keep weaving it up and throwing it in. We're trying to study. We're trying to take our study more seriously.
The Japanese word for bicycle is
jitensha.
So, bikes are a huge way people get around here. And I've noticed that even, like, the older ladies, when they get on their bicycle, they do that thing where they're standing next to the bike and they, like, kick off and then they swing their leg around it after, like, they kick off. So they're not, like, straddling the bike and then just, like, start to go. They're, like, standing on the side, hop, kick off, and then swing their leg around.
That's some Wild West shit.
And I always thought that was, like, something cool people did. But, like, literally everybody here does it. Like, even the old people. So... So, I don't know if it's something, like, I was really, like, aware of when I was studying abroad, but I had a bicycle when I studied abroad. Not when I stayed with my host family, but when I stayed at the dormitories. So, I don't even know what was going through my mind, because, okay. So, I was going to school, and there's, like, the drive into the school, and I, like, stopped to do something, maybe, like, my shoe was untied, I have no idea. I stopped to do something, got off my bike, and then to get back on my bike, I was like... I'm going to do the hop thing. And I didn't think I'm going to do the hop thing. I just tried to do the hop thing. Okay, yeah. And I don't know why.
Wait for it.
I don't know why. Because it's never something I'm like, I want to learn to do that. Suddenly,
Okay. How did it work out for you?
I just fell right over. I, like, hopped. I was like, I'm going to do it. Hopped in the air and just fell the frick over off of my bike.
So did you even try to propel yourself?
Well, like, I kicked.
You got a kick
kicked,
and then
So I had one of my legs, I had my left leg on the pedal. Kicked off with my right, went to swing my leg around, but I didn't have balance because I've never done that before. And I just fell over on the ground.
You had your left leg on the pedal.
Yeah, so I'm on the left side of the bike. My left leg is on the left pedal. So
you kick off with your
right and swing your leg around.
Okay.
But I did that and just fell over like on the left.
Did anyone see?
There was a guy behind me. There was like a foreigner like going to school. And like I fell but I didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
I stood up and I turned around and I was like I was like, you didn't see that. And he goes, see what? And I was like, great. Nice. I was like, thank you.
Oh my God.
So every time I see someone do that little kick hop up thing, I'm just like, what came over me? Why did I think I could suddenly do that?
And now you don't goof anymore because you learned your lesson about doing shit.
But you haven't.
I have
for
not.
some
No,
reason.
I will never. I will always just go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
So
Allyson, go for it golden.
That's my bike goof. And I like bikes. Like I've always ridden a bike. I think
we should rent one.
We have a kid bike story. The hill at home.
Okay, yeah,
we can say that another time.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That could be part of our like sister stories or something. Sucked you right in. You'll have to listen to another episode. So that's my goof. From like
I'm going to give that a solid oof. That's an oof. I mean, you fell. That's an oof.
I probably haven't fallen off of a bicycle since I was like 5.
Yeah, that's an oof.
Yeah.
That's mid-range oof right there.
I don't know what came over me.
Well.
But that's my goof. So tune in for more, probably plenty of like study abroad stories from me because...
And then just daily bullshit from me.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
Oops. All right, shall we get into the...
Casey's big day.
Casey's big day.
Casey's big day out.
All right, so we started our day so I wanted to go down to like the center of Tokyo and like do some shopping because there's some stuff for videos I wanted to get and just like check out because like we've done the touristy stuff in the past, but for this trip like I haven't really gone to like, was it Akihabara we went to?
Yeah.
So we haven't gone there yet, so I figure like knock it off and then never go back probably.
Yeah, there's really no need.
Yeah, like once you go down there and unless you're like super into like anime and like video games and all that nerdy stuff, like there's only so much shopping and like I love video games, but like I don't want to buy a bunch of like figures and Pikachu plushies and stuff. So it's fun to just like window shop, but for the most part I had a goal I wanted to do. So we started off by going to Starbucks.
Well, I needed to get tights first.
Did you want to talk about that? I was going to skip that because...
Well, I guess I have a minor goof. We can talk about...
I
was not prepared for the weather. I just forgot to bring tights. So we stopped by Uniqlo and I grabbed a pair of tights and I put them on in the bathroom and I kind of just like gaijin smashed the trash into the...
Oh my gosh.
Feminine... what is it? What would you call that? Just like the lady
feminine
trash.
Waste?
Yeah, Yeah. And then after I shoved that in there, I saw a clearly marked sign that said, "Do not put trash in this trash can." And I was like, well, what's done is done. Let's go to Starbucks.
Yeah, I'm not trying to reach into the feminine disposal trash can and get my trash out. What's done is done.
And also it was like this automated thing where you wave over it. Yeah, and then it opens up and exposing a tray. So I'm assuming like when it swings open, the tray comes up and you put it in the tray. And then when the thing closes, then the tray dumps it.
Mm-hmm. So you can't.
I really had to fold that up a lot to get it in that tray. Smash is, I think, the appropriate word for this scenario.
I guess this gaijin smash phrase Allyson used. Have we explained that? That's just a phrase we use. So like,
I got it from
me.
Oh, I got it from the Something Awful forums.
Oh, because
I think it's just kind of like
a
universal thing about
gaijin smash.
Just the
is
kind
a
of
universal.
People, well, as far as like people who like expats in Japan and like the kind of people that expatriate to Japan and just like the weebs that go there, like there's like a whole small culture about making fun of other foreigners in Japan.
And yourself.
And, like, yourself and just like, so gaijin, like we talked about before.
The word for
outsider.
foreigner. Yeah.
But just kind of like smashing your way through.
Yeah, just being a dum-dum.
A ham-fisted approach to like living in Japan is like, you're just kind of smashing it. I had no idea.
Yeah. Because when I studied abroad, there was this guy who would call gaijin smash as like just going out and like going for it. It's like not really necessarily partying, but just like doing something that's like gaijin and probably obnoxious, but not like intruding your stay or whatever. but maybe it's this.
It's
I had
similar.
no idea.
It's kind of like it when I've encountered it. It's used as kind of like when maybe you're either like actually ignorant, like you really don't know what's going on, and you're just kind of trying to make it work without really thinking it through, or like asking for help, and just kind of like, yeah, okay. Or you are. I mean, you can also use it as like a really rude. And, like, this person is being an asshole and just like being loud and like willfully being loud and like not following rules and like, oh well, I'm a foreigner, I can do whatever I
always
want.
thought that was kind of like the notion, but I had no idea.
I think there's like I think it depends on how you use it. Okay. I use it as, I mean, like, for myself it's funny, but I think if you I don't know.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, I've never actually used the term for myself for gaijin smashing. Mm-hmm. Like I said, unless it was my friend, he's like, let's just go out and gaijin smash it, and like just like go out and do something and have fun. Mm-hmm. I thought, well, today I learned.
I mean, honestly, no one probably uses it.
Oh.
As much as I probably make it sound like people use
it.
But
you just use it like almost daily, I feel like.
Anyway.
So
Starbucks.
Yeah. So you gaijin smash the trash in the restroom. Mm-hmm. And so it is February. So spring is just around the corner. So there's a lot of like Sakura flavor.
Cherry blossom.
Yeah.
If you don't know what Sakura is. But
yeah. Which I'm not really sure. That's either like, sometimes it's like a cherry blossom flavor. Sometimes it's cherry. Sometimes it's cherry, plum. Yeah. It's just, there's like a few flavors that Japan has kind of given each season just because like there's like seasonal stuff, I guess, that grows during that time. So fall is chestnuts and sweet potatoes. Mm-hmm. And that's all I know.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Strawberries for like the
spring also.
Yeah, maybe summer, which is like normal. Melon is probably summer because like you smash a melon open.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah.
Whether it be watermelon or
melon.
Anyways, so you wanted to try the Starbucks drink, like a Sakura latte and also a donut.
Yeah, they had it's Starbucks. Starbucks is like, it's whatever. Yeah, it's Starbucks. But they're very reliable when it comes to putting out seasonal stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like an easy way to
pumpkin spice latte. Same thing.
Yeah,
here.
so we split the Sakura donut. Mm-hmm. But they also had a Sakura chiffon cake, which, look, I'm going to be honest. I'm probably going to go back again and get the chiffon cake, and I do want to try the Frappuccino.
Dang.
Just because I want to try it.
Why not? I mean, Rome.
And I got the Sakura milk latte, which is just a Sakura flavored steamer, basically, with whipped cream and then, like, it said it had, like, dried Sakura petals and white chocolate on top, and it was delightful.
Wow.
I loved
it. It was pretty good. It was a little sweet.
I mean, I got the smallest size possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I had any
it was
more.
Pretty good.
The donut was great. And I know, like, Starbucks, like, their stuff's made in a factory and they bring it there and it's, like, thaws out. They bring it there frozen and it thaws out. I worked at a Starbucks. But I really enjoyed the donuts. I've had a couple of donuts in Japan and I've really enjoyed both of them because they're not super sweet. That's just one thing about Japanese, I think, desserts is they're not as sweet as, like, American desserts, and I really appreciate that.
But because this was my first donut, I may have had donuts in Japan, like, from Mr. Donut, but I haven't had one recently, because I don't know that we really had any the last time we came here. I don't recall.
We didn't even go to Mr. Donut.
So, this was my first donut experience in, like, many years in Japan, but you told me it was, like, different, but I was like, okay, we'll see. But there was, like, it was more like I mentioned, it was like almost like a bagel. Like, it was almost like
bread. A dense bread, yeah. More like a dense bread than like a yeasty, fluffy.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like a cake donut. It was like, it was very much like bread. Like the texture, like with the bread. Yeah. The bread of it. I don't know.
Not as dense as a cake donut. So in Nashville, there's a place that started selling brioche donuts, which I didn't get to take you. But hey, next time you visit, we'll go get them for sure. But it reminded me of the brioche donuts. It's like a brioche texture almost.
I was gonna mention that, but then I was like, I don't know.
No, yeah, it's definitely.
I don't know that much about bread, so
it's definitely closer to like a brioche. Okay. Yeah, but it was great.
Yeah,
put a little pep in my step.
Yeah. So after Starbucks, we did a little bit of shopping. That's when we went to the Gachapon store in Akihabara. If you don't know what a Gachapon is, it's like, you know, like in America, you put like a quarter in, you turn it, you get like a little slappy, sticky thing.
Yeah, it's a quarter machine. Some
weird trinket. In Japan, there's like hundreds of these things, but they're usually $1, mostly $2, sometimes $3, $4, $5.
Yeah, $1 to $5.
But you get like a good quality little figure. Like it's not some slappy gooey toy. Like it's some good stuff. So I wanted to make a video. You'll see that, whatever. So we went to the store and like looked at all of the gachapons and bought some gachapons.
Yeah, I bought one that was, there was a hermit crab series. I'm always really attracted to the wacky, weird animal ones or like just the totally out of left field. So I saw one that was like hermit crabs coming out of different
buildings?
Buildings, Japanese buildings. Well, one of them was an igloo. So I was like, I have to get this because this is like 100% my vibe. And I'd actually made like a drawing of a hermit crab coming out of the Todd Art building for like a poster design. So I was like, this is like awesome. And I got one. It was so cute. Just wacky stuff like that. They also had different kinds of peeing dogs in one.
I was very close to getting that one. I would have gotten that one if there was different versions of it, but it was literally the same pose with just a different color dog and different color pee. Some of the pee was yellow, some of it was blue. I don't know. Yeah.
It just depends on how hydrated the dog was, I guess.
So I really wanted that one, but it was like, oh, what color am I going to get?
Yeah.
That's lame. I want like a different pose, you know?
Yeah, what else? We saw some other weird ones that were like, there was one that was different kinds of canned food, but the cans were hollow, so you could wear them as rings. Those were really cool.
I got one of those.
Saw one that had different Roombas. There was literally a gachapon that had different miniature Roombas. Different versions of the Roomba.
They didn't work. I'm sure they were just figures.
Yeah, but just wow.
Why do you need a Roomba figurine?
For all you vacuum enthusiasts out there.
Next to it was a washing machine.
Yeah.
Little tiny washing machines, different ones that like stack. I mean, literally, you name it. Cameras, video game,
they had Sega consoles,
Sega consoles, miniature furniture, like all the foods you could imagine, like anime characters, of course, video game characters,
ice cream, fruit, bread, potato chips,
things like hats for your dogs and your cats,
tiny versions of sunglasses for some reason.
I
all
mean,
kinds of wacky
some perverted 18+ ones.
Oh yeah, I did get a pair of underwear out of a gachapon the last time we were here.
Last year.
Not used. Fresh undies.
So we don't know what was in this 18+ one.
There was one.
It did say. It
said moe.
It said moe, but like, what does that really mean? You know?
Cute. Or who knows? I don't know.
So we did some gachapon shopping, and then it was off to lunch.
Oh yeah, I guess and instead of, I like to walk places. I love riding the train. But I also, if the walk's reasonable, I think I'd prefer to walk there. And the weather was nice.
Plus, there's so much to see.
Yeah, the weather was nice. And then you're going to pass 1,000 alleyways with like little shops and restaurants in them. So we decided to walk. Was it 45 minutes, an hour?
45 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, I needed to walk off that donut anyway. So, so we decided to walk from Akihabara Station basically to Tokyo Station. And it was a lovely little walk.
It was.
We walked past what are those shopping streets called?
I don't know.
Damn. Well,
dang.
We walked past one of those streets that has like an arch with the street name on it, and then it's like just full of little restaurants and stuff. That was cute.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we didn't see too much.
Because we started to walk into the business district.
Yeah, and there were some cute bars and stuff that seemed like fun, but it's kind of out of the way, and if I want to go somewhere and drink, I'd rather be closer to home, I guess. As you guys know, we have type 1 diabetes, and walking, like, if you do, like, exercise, your blood sugar starts to go low.
Yeah.
So, we walked, my blood sugar went low. And in Japan, if you don't know, there are vending machines on, like, every corner of the street. So, as a diabetic, it's nice that you don't have to carry around a juice box, because you know that if you turn the corner, just put in, like, 100 yen or whatever and get, like, a little juice box and you're good to go. So, we don't carry anything around, but it's really fun to, like, be like, hey, what's in the next vending machine? What am I going to get? So, we went up to this vending machine, and there was it soup?
It was a hot
red bean, not
bean
paste.
soup,
It was like a red bean soup.
Yeah.
And I like sweet red beans is a Japanese thing. So if you don't know what red...
Anko?
Are they sweet? Like, just
Azuki.
as is?
I think they are.
So it's a bean, like beans.
Azuki
and it's
red
kind of
bean.
Sweet. And they're really good. They're made for desserts here, like a lot of traditional desserts. Like it turns into a paste. It's really good. I like it. And I saw this soup, and I think I've had it before in the past. Like they could put mochi in it, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. So
because in the winter in Japan, vending machines will not only sell cold drinks, but they will sell hot items as well.
So
that doesn't happen in the summer, but yeah. So you do have an option of getting like cold coffee or hot coffee, or like there's some hot teas, corn soup. There was
shrimp soup.
Yeah, there was a. I haven't quite worked up the courage to try that one yet, but there's definitely like a shrimp bisque.
Yeah,
I think is what it was.
Yeah, so I had to try it because I want to try everything new, and honestly, it was pretty good. I mean, it was
delightful.
It was mostly like liquid. There wasn't like a whole lot of chunks in there, which I guess it was like 140 yen or something.
Yeah,
so.
and then you're also trying to drink out of a hole in a can. So.
Well, it's a pretty big hole, you know. But
yeah.
So it was tasty. Do you like red beans? I would recommend the drink out of the vending machine.
That was delightful.
So
Plus, it was like getting a little windy at that point.
Chilly.
So it was nice.
Yeah, it was nice. So for lunch, we had okonomiyaki, which is kind of funny because my last birthday when I studied abroad in Japan, I had okonomiyaki, but it was like my favorite okonomiyaki place. This place.
Well, what's okonomiyaki?
Okay, if you don't know what okonomiyaki is,
Kasey, tell us what okonomiyaki is.
Okay, hey, so okonomiyaki, the name of it pretty much translates to as you like, it says. Basically,
like any way you like it.
Yeah, any way you like it. So it's basically like some people call it like a pancake. It's just like a dough. It's
a pancake shaped.
Yeah, so it's like a dough with like a lot of cabbage in it. You can put meat on it, you can put egg on it, you can put noodles on it, you can literally put anything you like on it. But it's savory, like it's not a sweet thing. It's good. And then you put okonomi sauce on top of it, which is like a savory Japanese sauce, and then mayonnaise.
And this is cooked on a hibachi style grill.
Yeah.
Like a giant hot plate. Either they'll cook it and bring it out to you and put it on a hot plate on your table, or they'll bring you all the shit and you can also cook it at your table.
Yeah.
But
so love it. It's just so good, and I like it, and that's what I wanted. But I wasn't into this place.
It's important to know that okonomiyaki is a southern thing, right? In Osaka and Hiroshima.
Yeah, so there's also a very specific okonomiyaki called the Hiroshima style okonomiyaki. I think they put bean sprouts in it. I think that's like the main ingredient that Hiroshima has. I think. Not really. I mean, I love bean sprouts, but I'm not really a fan of them in okonomiyaki. But I do like a modanyaki, which is noodles. They put like noodles in it, which is really nice. So.
And they had one there. We went to Okonomiyaki Kiji in the basement.
I wasn't going to drop their name, but dang, I guess you went for it. That's fine. That's fine.
Well, I won't tell them where it is exactly then.
You can Google it.
I did say Tokyo Station, but that's fine. Yeah, so we went there.
It's fine. It's okay.
And I got the daily okonomiyaki. I don't have as much experience with okonomiyaki. I don't really have a preference. So I was like, you know what? If they got a daily special, I'll eat it. Why not? And it had cheese and kimchi and pork, and I liked it. It was really good.
It was better than mine. I don't know. It just did.
Modanyaki?
It just lacked in flavor. I don't know. They also didn't put mayonnaise on it, which I think is also kind of like I mean, I guess you don't have to have mayonnaise on all the okonomiyaki, but Japanese mayonnaise is good, y'all.
I feel like all pictures I've ever seen of okonomiyaki have mayonnaise on it too. And another weird thing was like they just didn't even have it at the table. They just
I feel like you should at least give me the option.
Yeah, they'd taken it out of the equation altogether. Yeah. But I read recently that Tokyo style okonomiyaki does not go with mayonnaise.
I'm just gonna have to go. Well, there's got to be somewhere that serves, and I'm pretty sure I was looking up okonomiyaki places, and there was some that had pictures with mayonnaise in it. Guess I should have researched that a little better, but I'm just gonna have to go out and get some more okonomiyaki.
Yeah, we'll have to try again. But yeah, we spent some time there. Had a drink or two,
and then
And then you had some kind of like
Well, I went to
special surprise in Tokyo Station.
Well, first we went to Tokyo Hands. Before that.
Wait.
Mm-hmm. We went to Tokyo Hands first. Dead air. So we went to
the mall that had Tokyo Hands was that
in Tokyo.
Oh, it was in Tokyo Station. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, right. Because like one crazy thing about train stations here they are like hubs. They are like hubs of like the city. It's not just a train station. If it's a bigger station, especially, it'll either be connected to a shopping mall or like the train station will be in the basement of the shopping mall. And then like even in the train station area, like once you like scan in or like, you know, go through the turnstiles, there'll be different shops and all kinds of crazy stuff. So Tokyo Station is a big one, if not like the biggest one, because it's Tokyo Station.
Yeah, it is Tokyo Station. So we went to Tokyo Hands. I mean, not much to say about that. If you don't know what Tokyo Hands is, it's just a store, like a home style store.
It's a lifestyle
what do they call it?
I don't know. What do they call it?
They literally have everything from kitchens to bathrooms to art supplies to crafts to
it's kind
food,
of like a department
clothes.
store. It's like almost like Target, but a nicer version of Target because they have name brands. They have like it's like a next level up because they have like a whole section for stuff that's like crafted in Japan, you know, for each, because we did see like stationary stuff that was like Japan centric, and then but they also have things like moleskin and
they have a lot.
They've got everything.
I could spend hours just like some of the like craft things they have, like the little tiny dioramas of like little Japanese stores and stuff. They're just so cute. So like detailed. Pretty dang cheap for like what it is.
It seems reasonably priced, yeah. I mean, definitely like you need to go to a Tokyo Hands before, if you're visiting Japan, you need to go to Tokyo.
And it's not Tokyo Hands, it's Tokyo. I think there's a lot of confusion with that.
Did I say Tokyo?
No, you didn't. Okay. But I think a lot of people like they hear Tokyo and they're like, oh, Tokyo Hands. Yeah. It's like, no, it's Tokyo Hands.
And they're pretty incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in there already like 3 or 4 times in this trip, but like I could just like browse and just like look at stuff.
But you gathered a bunch of goofy stuff for a video, didn't you?
I did. So I got some stuff for a video. Not going to talk about that.
Whoa, so you actually did a lot of like work yesterday.
I mean, is shopping really work if it's like fun?
I mean,
like,
yeah,
buying
I guess
fun
not.
stuff in Japan.
Like, you know, do what you love and you won't work a day in your life.
Well,
I know.
So yeah, I guess technically it was like work, but like I really enjoy like
it was fun.
Buying
like,
stuff,
seeing all
silly and yeah.
Because like man, when Japan does something, they really go for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we went to Tokyo Hands, did some shopping, and then I had like a surprise for you.
Yeah, she surprised me on her birthday twice. So I was like, I asked you, I was like, what do you want to do on your birthday? Like, you know, because I wanted to plan it for you. And I guess she was like, nope, I'm going to do all my planning myself.
I mean,
it's a personality type. Yes,
it's a personality thing, but like also like, I know you're like on a budget. Like, I don't want to like,
I'm not a famous YouTuber.
Yeah, like, I don't expect you to give me anything. Like, I don't expect anyone to give me anything, but like, I know that like, I'm in more of a place to like, kind of go crazy. So it's like, you know, I want to treat myself and like, bring you along with me.
Yeah, but I mean like, yeah, Anyway, we're in Tokyo Station. Now I'm like reversing it. We're in Tokyo Station. We went to the basement. In the basement of Tokyo Station, there's all kinds of crazy shit. They have stores for like everything.
Literally every brand.
Yeah, it's
literally
like,
every brand.
There were several shops dedicated to like TV stations. It was like, oh, here's the Shonen Jump store. Here's the NHK store. Here's, you know,
a train
here's
store.
The Doraemon store. Yeah, here's the train store.
With
so
like
if you
cute little model trains and stuff.
And then not to mention like all the food shops and then all the little like food stores. But you kept telling me not to look.
Yeah, I saw this because like when you put in something in Google Maps when you're in Japan, number one, Google Maps doesn't know if you're like what floor you're on, and then like it's just hard to find things when there's like 20,000 shops within like a very small area. So I wasn't really sure where this thing was that we were going to. But I saw it and I was like, don't look. We're almost there.
But I looked. I mean, I can only not look for so long.
Yeah.
But it was a Calbee store. So Calbee's basically like
Frito-Lay.
I know, I was gonna say, I didn't want to say it, but I was like, it's basically like the Frito-Lay of Japan.
Because like all the potato chip stuff.
Yeah, they do all the potato snacks.
But it's like Frito-Lay's like, though, to be fair...
Well, no, because they have the potato chips.
Yeah,
and like, what is... Yeah. I mean, yeah, so, Calbee.
Mm-hmm. Calbee.
Calbee.
They make some
father
good...
of Jagariko.
Jagariko? So it's like potato something.
Yeah, it's, Jagariko are...
Potato sticks.
They're like potato straws. They're hollow in the middle. But they're so crunchy. And the flavors are
so crunchy.
So good. And they come in these little, like, cup-shaped... Yeah, I guess they're cups. They come in these cups with, like, foil you peel back, and that's my number one snack. Have I gone a day without eating a Jagariko?
Probably not.
Yikes! But, you know, they've got... I ate a clam chowder one the other day.
Not bad.
It was actually pretty good. Spicy mentai. The mentai one, I think, is my favorite one. Salad flavor,
Salad's
cheese
my
flavor,
favorite.
Butter
But
flavor.
I don't know. I'm not really into like potato chips that much. I feel like, and I don't know why, because I used to love potato chips.
Your standards have just...
I'm not really sure what I'm into right now.
But wait, what flavor did I get today? I saw a flavor today, and I was like, oh, I've not seen that one. I need to get it. Doesn't matter. Anyway,
potato salad.
Oh yeah, it was a potato salad flavored.
Potato flavored.
Yeah, potato salad flavored potato stick. I'm actually excited to try that.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
What's Japanese potato salad?
I mean, do they put Japanese... Oh, well, no, potato salad here is really good,
different.
but they probably put Japanese mayonnaise in it, and which is, like, really good.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm excited for that later.
Now I'm kind of excited to try one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Heck yeah.
So
the Calbee store didn't just have all of these crazy regional flavors, which, honestly, I'm probably going to go back and get one of those omiyagi boxes.
I mean, there was, like, 10 packs of just, like, flavors from around Japan.
Yeah,
like,
just regional flavors.
Okonomiyaki flavor? Takoyaki flavor?
Yeah, omiyage culture in Japan is
omiyage is the Japanese word for...
souvenir, basically.
Yeah.
But it's, like, a whole culture where it's, like, you go somewhere, you buy snacks from that region... And then you give them to everyone when you get back.
Like your work.
Yeah, like not just
friends,
not just like your close friends or like your partner or whatever, but just like, coworkers. So you can buy boxes that have, 12 different small packages in them so that you can hand them out to everyone. And man, the flavors that were happening in that Calbee Plus. Whew.
It was wild.
Whew.
It was wild.
Whew. Got me going.
Yeah, and they had like little keychains of like the mascots. So Frito-Lay's had a mascot you could buy. Cups that look exactly like the cups that you like buy the snacks
that you drink
in.
out of them. Yeah, and they also had like a kitchen.
Yeah,
that was a cool thing about this area. It was called Oishi Land, right?
Okashi
Land?
Yeah,
or
which is snack.
Okay,
Okashi
yeah.
Land,
So it was like snack land. So it was like this little corner of the station that had Calbee and then Guriko, which is basically like
the Pocky
Nestle
brand.
Yeah, they make Pocky. They also make some other stuff, and then there was like another one that makes ramen and things like that. But
Glico makes Pretz. Also, it's like the savory version of Pocky. It's the
So there was some good stuff going on there. But they each had like a little kitchen too, so where you could get like the fresh version, and so we got some of those. Well, my blood sugar was going low. At this point,
this was like the second or third time that my blood sugar was low that day, which is just
the second time for me.
If you've been listening to other podcasts, I think we've mentioned that we're struggling with our blood sugar.
I don't think we have talked about that yet.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to do like a diabetes episode, but
we'll save it for that.
It's just today especially was especially highlighted probably for the extra walking we were doing, but so we were going low a lot. We got fresh out the fryer Calbee salad flavor. Look, I'm like, we finally got a churro after we
mentioned this.
We haven't. So, you want to talk about the cinnamon ghost in
our
apartment?
We have like a cinnamon flavored ghost in our apartment.
Or scented,
like,
rather.
Yeah, it's mainly I feel like in the front entrance,
or even in the bathroom.
Mainly like the lower you go on the floor, I feel like you smell it because sometimes
I laid on the floor. I was like working out, and I was like, I definitely smell a churro.
Like, if you get on the floor, you can smell this like sweet cinnamon scent. No one lives under us. Like we're in an Airbnb. Not Airbnb. It was kind of like an Airbnb.
Yeah, we're in like an Airbnb.
Where it's like a 2-floor house where he rents the bottom out separate and the top out separate.
And
so
no
we're on
one's
the
down
second.
there.
Yeah, no one's under us. If you go outside, it's not like you're smelling someone baking.
Yeah.
But there's no plug-in things. There's no scents as far as I can find.
I mean, we haven't cleaned yet, but the cleaners are usually like fresh scented cleaners.
Not
here.
cinnamon.
Yeah, they're not like.
But we keep getting whiffs of just like churro or just some sort of like cinnamon pretzel-y bread.
Y'all, I was smelling the furniture in this apartment to try and figure out where this was coming from.
We've been here for 2 weeks. We still get whiffs of cinnamon.
Yeah, the cinnamon ghost. So when we saw that there were churros on the Calvi menu,
Potato churros. Yeah.
Which is great because, like, gluten and me don't super get along anymore. It makes me mad. It makes me bloated and grumpy.
Makes my spaghetti upsetty.
My tummy. I'm old. Just like with the beer. But, yeah, we saw a potato churro. They had, like, a salt version.
I mean, they had, like, a lot of stuff. They had, like, fresh potato chips with, like, chocolate drizzled on them.
You could also get a pizza version.
Okay.
I saw, like, cheese drizzle and, like, pepperonis on them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So I think that might have been, like, a new addition. But, yeah, so we got the churro. Finally got...
a cinnamon churro. Like, we had to.
A churro.
Because, dang.
Yeah, it was delightful. It was so strange.
Yeah, because it's like having mashed potatoes that don't have, like, butter or salt or anything. Like, plain mashed potatoes, a tube of it that's been, like, fried. But it wasn't crispy like a churro. But it was just, like, cinnamon sugar potato. Which, like, it wasn't bad, but it was, like...
There was like
different.
a tinge of like, you're trying to decipher it, almost like a goat cheesy thing happening, which I loved. I love goat cheese, but it was just like, where is this coming from?
Yeah, it was very strange. And then the fresh kalbi, the fresh sticks, they weren't as crunchy as like the...
No, you can't.
Well, they weren't crunchy. They were soft, but they were very good.
Yeah, everything was warm. Yeah, it was like, it was great. And then my blood sugar was still low, so, maybe this is another goof. Here's a second goof. Bonus
Diabetes goof.
Yeah, a bonus goof. So there was like a popcorn store a couple of stores down. And they had Sakura flavored popcorn, which I didn't get. That was in the tin only. And the tin was like...
I'm still skeptical.
The tin was like $15. And I was like, I don't feel like dropping that.
I am still skeptical because
it was berry white chocolate.
But you could get that in the tin. I think they just had it pre-packaged.
Pre-tinned. Yeah, but they didn't have a thing. It was like... So like, you know, there were those big...
Yeah,
displays with all the popcorn in it. There was not one that was Sakura.
I know, but I think their berry flavor was the That was their Sakura flavor.
No, I think they were separate. There were two different canisters.
We'll just have to go back and find out.
We'll settle this
I feel
later.
like we had this discussion there, and I still disagreed with you.
Yeah, I don't think it was the same, but
we'll see.
Tried some popcorn, white chocolate, berry.
They had samples.
Yeah, it was really good. My blood sugar was still low, and I was like, you know what? I'll get a tin of this Sakura flavored popcorn. So like they had this big display out front with a big stacks of popcorn.
Okay, now I know where you're going.
Yeah, big stacks of tins of popcorn, and I was like, I'll just grab one and take it to the register and go. And I went to lift it, and the whole tower started to move, and I was like, oh, this is a display only.
I could see, and then like as soon as it happened, I saw the back of it was like taped up, and I was like,
yeah, I did too, and I was like,
oh.
I made eye contact with the people behind the bar.
Honestly, they didn't have a lot of reaction.
Yeah, they did a great job of
they were just like
handling
looking at you like, well, there goes the damn foreigner again.
I have to imagine this was not the first time that had happened. So it was like a little small goof.
Gaijin smash, if you will.
So I went up there and I was like already embarrassed. I was like, well, now I have to buy popcorn. And I did, and it was great. And I ate some of it, and then I ate the rest of it later. Mm-hmm. And then...
It was pretty good. It was kind of like, I compared it to Captain Crunch, almost. Because, like, the fruitiness and, like, there's a little bit of a crunch to it.
Mm-hmm. It was really good.
It was really good.
But I think apparently that was, like, a Chicago brand. It wasn't even, like, a Japanese popcorn store. Yeah, I just, like, I was in full-blown, like, low blood sugar mode. Like, I just, I don't know, I'll buy anything.
Yeah, if you don't know anything about diabetes, like, when your blood sugar is low, you can't think straight, and you get really irritated. Yeah. You're just like, I just need
your brain,
and you can't make a decision.
Your brain literally does not have enough glucose to function properly, and at, like, 100%. So it's almost like going from, like, 100% totally sober to, like, nearly blackout drunk in, like, a minute, and you're just like, where am I? Who am I? I don't know. Popcorn, I guess.
Popcorn.
And then we went...
So then we went to the station where my grand birthday surprise.
Right, Kasey kept mentioning that we had to be somewhere at 7:30. Mm-hmm. And in my head... and I was like... in my head, I was like, fuck, we're either going to... a maid cafe?
Which we're going to do. I do, and I don't. I want to do an episode on, like, cafes.
Yeah.
Because we've been to a Pokemon cafe. Mm-hmm. We've been to a cat cafe. Mm-hmm. I want to go to a maid cafe because you hear so much about maid cafes, and like I know it's gonna be uncomfy. I know it's gonna be uncomfy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
But I'm sure they're used to foreigners going just for the experience.
It's their job.
It's just gonna feel uncomfortable because like,
it's not me.
Yeah,
that ain't me.
So anyway,
yeah. So in my head I was like, she's done it. She has made a reservation for us at a cat cafe.
And we passed...
I'm sorry, at a maid cafe.
And we passed a lot of girls on the street in Akihabara, like, passing out things, and they're, like, being all cutesy, and then, like, you see posters and stuff, and it's just... It is uncomfy. It is kind of weird.
But when you told me the station where we were going, I was like, that's not... All the maid cafes are in, like, Akihabara, or, like, maybe somewhere else, but they're definitely not in Izabu, which was, like, our station where we stayed last time, so I was pretty familiar with the area, and I was like, Izabu, Ginza, that's, like... It's pretty classy over there. So I was trying to figure out what was happening, and I was like, that's not where the crazy ass robot restaurant is.
You seem to be very against the robot. You were like, is it gonna be the robot cafe? I was like, I've never even heard of that.
You haven't?
No.
The crazy robot restaurant?
Maybe I've heard of it, but I just didn't
I know that every single J vlogger has done a video about that. We'll check it out later, but yeah, I guess we'll have that, or like, I was just really nervous.
And then I was also like, we can't have dinner. Like, this is,
so I knew it was like a dinner thing. So I was just like, my God, what is happening?
So we had like an hour and a half to kill before the thing. And I was like, well, it's my birthday. Let's have a couple of drinks. It's legal to drink in public in Japan.
Yeah, there's no open container laws. Yeah.
So
it is frowned upon, though. I will mention, like...
Yeah, it's trashy.
You are legally allowed to drink anywhere. But if someone... If a Japanese person sees you drinking out in public, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're trash." Which, I mean, that's fine. You know what? That's fine.
Gaijin smash.
Gaijin smash it.
I feel like the last time we came, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna walk around and drink, but now I'm just like...
No, we did that a couple of times because we were in full-blown tourist mode.
Yeah, it was a vacation last time.
And it was also summer, so it was like...
Hot.
There were a lot more people also just like touring around, and like it was just busy.
It's a refreshing cold drink to have.
Yeah, also true.
But now this time around, I'm like, oh, I don't want to drink outside.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna be here for a while, like...
But we did it this time. We just got a couple of drinks, went by a river, and just like... hung out for like an hour.
Yeah, there was a park nearby that had like a walk.
That's where the dog story happened.
Yeah, that's where the dog story happened. Yeah, so we got down by the river, and we could see Tokyo Tower from there, which was really nice.
Out from some trees. Yeah,
it was cute, and we could smell some dirt. It was nice
which was nostalgic.
It was nice to smell.
Yeah,
the smell of home, your childhood,
dirt. So
and then we saw the dog.
And then we headed over to... Do we even say what the thing was?
Oh, yeah. Grand reveal.
Shining...
Moon.
Tokyo?
Tokyo. Yeah.
Okay. Tokyo. I couldn't remember what it was actually called.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Basically Sailor Moon dinner theater.
Yeah. Very... I expected it to be a little longer, but it was like 35 minutes. I guess
I cried the whole time.
Honestly, I teared up a lot.
I almost cried when like we walked by it on the way to,
and that was
to
the way
get
how
drinks.
I revealed it.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, this is where we're going. Yeah, because there's no way for me to not see it, basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. I was like, holy shit. Because like, I mean, Sailor Moon was probably not counting My Neighbor Totoro because we saw that as kids somehow, but like Sailor Moon was like my intro to like anime and like which is true for a lot of people, I think. So it's just like. And I'm also very emotional anyway.
Yeah, you are.
So I was just like, I was like, what the fuck? It's your birthday, and like this is happening, and I was like, oh my God, like yeah.
I'm in Japan. Yeah. I want to do it right. Like I don't want to just sit around and like just go out for dinner.
Well,
I want to like go to a Sailor Moon show. You can't do that in North America.
I mean, I didn't even know that was happening.
I didn't either.
I had been to Shinjuku a few days prior by myself, just like went out exploring by myself, and I saw a Sailor Moon pop-up cafe.
Right.
And I sent you a picture of that, and I was like, oh my God, we have to do this. Like, I know the food's gonna be gross, but it's like it's more about your eye. It's more about like what you're seeing and like the experience and eating themed food and like seeing all of your cute characters that you know and love. But while you were researching that, I guess you found this thing.
I mean, there's like a website, I don't know if it's like Google, but you literally like research like events in like a city, and there's like all these events that come up, and they're like nicely just like listed, and that was something that came up, and I was like, that's it, because like everything else was kind of lame.
Yeah.
Especially the TikTok business, whatever that was, on the 20th, there was some sort of like, had to be a TikTok business person. I was like, okay, not going to that. But yeah, I saw this like dinner and a show. And I thought it was going to be more of like a theater thing. I mean, it was, I guess, technically
yeah, I mean, there's like a stage with tables.
But I expected it to be like an hour and a half, like
oh right, yeah,
thing.
as far as like length went.
But it was definitely just like here's like each character is like a little something, and then like it was over. It was like 35 minutes. But I mean,
it started at 7:30.
Okay, yeah,
well, actually, we got there.
Okay, I also don't know like the culture of Japan. Like, do we get there early? Do we eat before the show starts? Like, I just didn't know what to expect. So we got there at 7. And then the door was open. So we like walk in, but then like the door to actually get into the building itself was closed. So we were just like taking pictures in front of like a sign. And this girl comes
the door
out.
rattled, and I was immediately like, oh shit.
We were like, dang.
This is gonna be a goof.
Yeah. So she comes in, she's like, can you wait up here?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. I was like, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, but she checked us in, like she showed us the menu and like confirmed, because you had like picked out what we were eating before. Yeah. So like we confirmed our entrees, and then we also got to pick out a drink, and then dessert was optional. Sorry,
I don't care. It's my birthday.
So then we like picked out a dessert, and then we waited in the cold for a little while.
Yeah, it was really cold.
Fine. It was interesting to see the demographic of people coming to this show, because I didn't know
our age, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect either. So like there was a couple behind us that was like a foreign man and a Japanese woman.
I think he was like really trying to hook up with her. Like, honestly,
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna take someone out to something like that, you're probably you're going hard. But there was also like a totally foreign couple, and then the rest of the people were like women our age, like
Japanese women.
Yeah, like Japanese women who had grown up with Sailor Moon and like wanted to experience that nostalgia, and like were like, it was so.
They were super into, like, they had.
Yeah.
So okay, so we all go in at 7:30. And we sit down at our tables, and they start to like bring out the food. I don't know, when was it that people started putting their merch on the tables?
Wild. Yeah, people were like putting out
like
the figurines they had bought, and like
that they didn't sell there.
Yeah.
Like they just brought with them, and they
that
were
they
like
had gotten from other stuff. Yeah, they're kind of like a display of their fandom. It was really
which like I can't relate, because like I'm into stuff, like I'm so into stuff, but like I stopped buying, like, physical things, like, when I was young 20s.
Yeah, and especially when I get older and I realize, like, how much waste you're actually producing, and, like, what am I really...
There's that.
Yeah, I just get really in my head about stuff like that. But, yeah, it was so interesting to see women our age, like, displaying... And, like, there were a few people that were there with friends. There were also a few people that were there alone, which, like, more power to them. Like, I go to the movies alone, you know, whatever. It was just, like, so interesting to see how Japan approaches an event like that as opposed to how like the West might, because they had like the light up the wands so that they could like shake them in like in rhythm, and like
at the end, like they didn't do that during the show, but at the end
there was like, but that show was so
so we ate our food,
so cute,
ordered additional drinks, and then the show started, and you couldn't record during the show, which is like duh, like you can't,
obviously.
I mean, it was basically just like a dance, sort of like
a musical.
What is it like when they're fighting but they're dancing, they're like doing stuff, like, you know, it's rhythmical and like,
I don't know if there's a special word.
No, what's the word for like when people
dance?
Yeah, choreographed like fighting stuff. You know,
yeah,
like,
it was
with like effects and
stuff. It was fun. Yeah,
it was fun. So like they came out, they like did a little intro thing, and then like each character had like a battle where they did like some cool effects.
Oh, a really nice thing about it was that, like, so Luna, there was, like, an LED screen behind the whole thing, and Luna would show up and, like, talk. She was basically the narrator and would, like, talk about what's going on. But they also, like, while she was speaking Japanese, they had it in English.
Yeah, it's like a video game.
I really appreciated that, because...
They know who's going to this thing.
You don't really need to know what's happening, but it was really nice to be like, oh, like, she's speaking Japanese, but they have, like, put all the words up in English. So you could follow along, and I was just like... I guess I'm crying now.
So yeah,
really cool.
It was fun. So like the characters would sometimes go out to the audience and just like run through with something. And at one point, like when the enemies came up behind Allyson, was like,
spooked me. It's got me.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. But then at the end of the show, they all came out.
Yeah. So they're like the last 5 minutes. They were like, you can record now. So you know everyone like takes out their cameras and are recording. I guess this could have been my goof. I guess well, they said like recording was okay. So like.
Photos are okay, recording was okay, and they performed the Sailor Moon theme song.
Yeah, and they just like did really stuff fun. And like came through the audience. So, like, I took video and stuff, and then I was like, oh, well, me and Allyson, we haven't got a picture together, really, so I was like, oh, let's do a selfie. Did a selfie, and then the show ended, and the staff comes up, and she's like, you need to delete the selfies, and I was like, I don't care, but, like, why?
Yeah.
Like,
did you ask her?
no, because, like, my Japanese is so bad, like, she would have gave me an answer, I'd be like, what?
Yeah, and I guess also it's just best not to, like, don't give someone a hard time.
Like, she just came up with, like, she was like, delete it, and I was like, yes, and, like, I showed her me deleting it. But with iPhones, if you delete something, you can just undelete it.
Yeah,
so,
you
like,
didn't actually empty the trash.
She didn't see me empty the trash, so I didn't empty the trash. So I still have it. I'm not going to post it, I guess. I don't know.
I guess you don't really need to, but it's nice for us to have them. It's just like a nice...
Yeah, so, like,
cute.
I don't know. I meant to actually Google why you can't take a selfie. I mean, I guess, like, it could get in the way or, like, sticks or something, but, like...
But we'd already done it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So that was strange. So it was like a good 5 minutes, I feel like, after the show ended, and literally no one was getting up. The lights were on.
Someone tried to get up.
Someone tried to get up and leave, and
the
staff was like,
no, sit back down.
And we were like, oh, maybe it's like a intermission, but they acted like it was over.
Yeah, it was weird.
But eventually, all the characters came out and they like said thank you. Yeah.
But then they also like came out and like individually thanked
Each
all the
table,
tables.
yeah.
It was so cute and it made me want to die.
It was
I feel like
cute.
I'm gonna cry just thinking about it.
Oh my god.
It was so cute. And everyone was having such a good I'm gonna cry. Everyone was having such a good time. It was just really nice. It's nice
I teared up a lot during the thing. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, it was just really fun.
It's like when something gives you goosebumps, but it comes out of your eyes. You know?
These are just eye bumps. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, so then the show, there was like a gift shop upstairs. Mm-hmm. There was like decorations. You could take pictures with.
I was really surprised about the amount of, how should I say this? Not like high level, but like just high priced souvenirs. They had a lot of really expensive jewelry and stuff, and I was surprised by that. But well, yeah, it was your birthday.
Mm-hmm. And what
you wanted cake.
Yeah, I mean,
who wouldn't want cake?
But the show ended at like what 8:30.
I feel like it was even later than that. I feel like it was, if the show was 30 minutes long. Well, maybe it was 8:30. Because it took us. We were looking for cake shops at 10. So I feel like the show had to end at 9 or 9:30.
Okay.
Because the show didn't start until 8:20.
Okay.
So it was like maybe 30 minutes. And then they did the stuff. And then... then they did the stuff and... I guess it doesn't matter.
So... Oh gosh. Are we going to go into cake culture?
Disappearing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm like disappearing into the dark
in a different way, yeah.
So are we going to talk about cake culture in Japan?
I don't really know much about cake culture in Japan except that it seems to be kind of a big deal. There are bakeries everywhere.
Yeah, but there's like this whole thing like with businessmen working really late, and I guess like to apologize for working so late to like their wives, they'll
Is this true?
bring home. I mean, there was a bit about it in My Neighbors the Yamadas, which is my second favorite Ghibli movie, but, like, there has to be some truth to it.
Yeah.
Well, he, like, brought some snacks home, and the wife was like, I'm not going to eat this, because you're obviously trying to get something out of it. And she, like, she was, like, calling the son to come eat it. And
so
he was like, hell yeah.
Flowers.
Yes, I think.
So, like,
there are flower shops.
Well, yeah, but,
too,
like,
but
instead of bringing flowers home, you bring a cake home.
Yeah, so.
And also birthday cakes are kind of a thing.
Yeah. So we expected like there to be shops open late, and there were a few open late. There just wasn't like as many as we thought there would be. And then like as we mentioned, there's so many levels. There's like 3 basements and like 6 floors, and it's like where is it?
Yeah.
And
so we were looking for cake, and I said we should get off the train at Shinjuku Station because it is a very big station. Therefore, our chances of finding a cake shop are higher, and then the chances of it being open later are higher. So we got off at Shinjuku Station. Google Maps was shitting itself because we were underground. Google Maps didn't know where we were.
Nor did we. Honestly.
And the first department store that we went to was like under construction or something.
Yeah.
So it was like, we just wanted cake for your birthday.
Mm-hmm. Just a slice. Just a slice. Which, like, fair enough. We probably should have just bought something and, like, brought it around with us all day. But that's, you know.
Yeah, and it probably would have, like, you know, gotten, like,
sad.
Yeah,
hot.
it was, like, melted a little bit. It was, but, like, you know.
We were crammed into a train at one point during rush hour.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, that did
saw some drunk dudes.
some
drunk
We can have a train episode. We'll have a train. We'll have a train episode.
Okay.
Because we can talk more about train stations.
So anyways...
Am I a train otaku? Am I becoming... I'm a toilet otaku.
I just... For the video viewers, the sun is just, like, setting right onto Alice. It's just so bad. So, long story short, we didn't get cake for my birthday, which, like, at this point, I'm like, I don't even want an IOU cake. It was either on my birthday or not, like, honestly. But we did arrive at our home station 15 minutes before the Animal Crossing Nintendo Direct. And I was like, you know what? I could go for another drink while we watch this. And also, let's just grab, like, something
maybe
a little
sweet treat. Yeah.
Yeah, like
I still
a 7-Eleven.
had my popcorn, so I ate that. But
so we went to Family Mart.
Well, because we were still looking for, like, you wanted
I kind of wanted
a next
Mont
level
Blanc.
a next level sweet treat. Yeah, or a Mont
But
Blanc.
which, like, most convenience stores do sell, like, Mont Blanc.
We did see several today.
We did see several today. But I was, like, in a very particular mood. So Family Mart didn't have anything that, like, really struck my fancy. Then we went to 7-Eleven, which was, like, closer to our apartment or house or whatever. Nothing really struck my fancy. We still have 10 minutes. Okay, let's run to the Lawson, which is back to the station. I found, was it a tiramisu? I was like, yeah, okay, I could go for a tiramisu. So we grabbed that, booked it home, and started up the Animal Crossing Direct.
Were you looking at it on your phone while I was unlocking the door?
No, but you asked me why I wasn't, and I was like, well, I don't want to use up my data.
But we were already connected to the router.
Well, I mean,
that's neither
walking
here nor
upstairs, I'm not trying to look at my
yeah.
phone.
That's fine.
So
yeah, these stairs are scary.
Yeah, as soon as we walked in the door, though, I'd go on YouTube, look up Nintendo, and, like, had the thing going. You hooked up your computer.
I hooked my computer up to the TV.
So we probably missed, like, a minute.
We missed nothing. So I felt really good about what I saw.
Honestly, we're not going to talk too much about Animal Crossing just because we could have a whole episode about Animal Crossing in the future. But we're just going to quickly just, like, our thoughts. Yeah, I was honestly, like, I've been very skeptical of this whole, like, island thing because I just, like, most of what they showed was a tent. And I was like, but what about the house? Like, what about all this other stuff?
Museum and, like, all that stuff.
But
like,
honestly,
why are they putting furniture outside?
Yeah, which, like, looks like that's what hillbillies do. That's trashy looking, but whatever.
I can't talk. I'm gonna talk too much about it.
Okay.
I don't know how to make this.
Basically,
succinct.
we were very.
I feel better. Yes.
We were very excited. Yeah. So Animal Crossing, we're definitely looking forward to it. We're
2020.
So my birthday was 2/20/2020. Animal Crossing's 3/20/2020.
We're gonna get your backup cake on White Day. 3/14.
Yeah. So we'll get cake on White Day. Animal Crossing, feeling very
probably
good
just
about it.
play that for 48 hours.
Got to get some time off
for
that.
Do a live stream for that.
Yeah, so we'll definitely have an Animal Crossing episode in the future.
2.
Or 3. No, sure.
I think.
But yeah, I think my birthday, honestly, felt pretty good about it.
We were out of the house for 13 hours.
Yeah, that was. I honestly didn't think we were gonna be gone that long, but we were gone that long.
Yeah, we
had some okay food. Ooh. Oh,
yeah,
wait, all day was pretty
bad.
Ate some food. I mean, the shopping was the most fun.
Yeah, got crawled out by a dog.
Looking forward to the videos I'm making.
Yeah, you seem really excited about your work.
Yeah.
Which is, it's important to be inspired.
Yeah. Sailor Moon was really good. I mean, like, you know, we cried.
Man.
We laughed.
Yeah, we clapped.
Great. We clapped. They were like, please clap whenever they're on stage and then clap whenever they get off stage.
Yeah,
it's like, okay.
Well, that's a lot of clapping, but
it was fun. It was fun. Yeah.
That's great.
So that was my 30th birthday. I feel pretty good about it.
And actually, start. It's only just now the 21st in America.
Yeah. I mean, I can't celebrate my birthday for 48 hours just because, like, I can't celebrate every time zone.
I probably would have.
Well, that's for another year. All right.
Well, happy birthday, Kasey.
Do we have an Osasume? Thank you. But do we have an Osasume for this episode?
I don't feel like I really there's really anything.
I feel like a good thing that you repeated twice was, like, when you go to, like, a themed cafe, don't expect quality, but, like, you're
Low
going for the experience.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good. Like, when you visit Japan, you really want to, like, experience things because, like, obviously there's a lot here in Japan that you can't get or experience in the West.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I wanted to go to this show, but, like, I was not expecting good food. So that's
you were expecting to see the Sailor Scouts in the flesh dancing on stage. You weren't expecting to have a 5-star dinner.
No, but I went ahead and got the dinner. You didn't have to buy dinner, but
really?
Mm-hmm. But I went ahead because it was like it's part of the experience, you know.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing to consider when coming to Japan. Is like I mean, honestly, there's a lot of cheap stuff for really good quality. They're like convenience stores. You can get a lot of cheap food and it's all very delicious. But when it comes to like the experience of something like a themed cafe, don't go into it expecting quality. Go into it expecting an experience. Mm-hmm. That's my Osusume. That's my recommendation. Yeah.
Yeah. Great Osusume, Kasey.
Yeah. Thank you. So that's it. That's the birthday podcast.
That's it.
Thanks for listening. Hope you learned something. Uh-oh.
Are you serious right now?
Are you for real?
Is this how we ended?
We can't stay.
But we'll see you next
time.
Oh, you did it! Happy birthday!
Thank you. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next episode.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.